Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and we are back in the constrictor chamber. Hope you guys had an awesome weekend. Mine's been pretty busy and pretty hectic, so I wasn't able to make any videos this weekend for you guys or the last couple of days. So I have to do a lot of cleaning and a lot of maintenance to the snakes in their cages. So I kind of decided, well, maybe you guys want to see how that is, and you guys can come around for the ride if you guys would like. So we're definitely going to be seeing all of the snakes, so it'll kind of be like a reptile room tour. But a few of the snakes did shed out that I noticed when I was looking through the tubs just a little bit ago, so that is super exciting, and I'll show you guys which ones shed out and which ones are growing. But right now I have my BCO, and she is absolutely gorgeous. I've been looking at a lot of the pink lines, Argentines, and I definitely like the original style, the original patterns, and the colors on them. And she's been doing a lot better lately on her attitude, trying to get her out and being in the cage with her, but she still will strike at the glass, which is kind of upsetting, and it definitely makes me nervous because I don't want any broken necks or broken jaws. So we got a lot to do in the room, and so let's just get started. I'm gonna put her in her little box, although I know it's a little small for her. She's definitely not gonna want to go in here. Quite frankly, she might bite me. Hopefully not. There we go. Not as terrible as I thought. So basically, I'm just going to take everything out of here, and this is why I really like the paper, because even though this is super gross, and the bigger they get, the messier they are, and the bigger the poops are going to be. So basically, I just use basic multi-surface cleaner. I get it at Kroger's. I've used this stuff for years, and I haven't had any issues. Hopefully there's no long-term effect. I know a lot of people use, I think it's F10, but oh well. I mean, it's just a cleaning agent, so I think as long as there's no bleach in there, it should be somewhat decent. And ugh, I could smell that one walking into the house, which is disgusting. So the one good thing about the paper is it does, you can just roll it up. You clean pretty well with it. But the other bad side is it does not hold, it doesn't soak up the mess. So it bleeds through, and then the paper kind of dries because it's so hot in the room that the poop dries really quickly, and then the paper dries really fast to the plastic. Whereas I think if it was in a normal setting house where there's not so much heat or humidity that I have, I don't think that would really be that big of an issue. I know watching me clean is not the best. So this stuff's not coming off too easily, but at least that section, we just roll everything up. Boom. We are done. Let's just throw everything into a box so we can easily throw away. Spray everything down. Hopefully that can loosen up some of that paper. Spray it all down, and we just wipe it out and lay new paper down. Easy, easy, easy. Oh yeah, this is way, way better. So we look in here, make sure we get all the poop. I mean, if it's just dried access paper, I don't have any issues with leaving it in there as long as there's no pee or poop. Good to go. And then we'll get all the way back in here. Clean, clean, clean. And they basically do this once a week, sometimes twice a week. So But with bedding, it would soak up a lot of that stuff, and then it would just be easy to spot clean. And we have a little friend seeing what's going on. So I actually checked her water, and I totally forgot to close her cage. So I was not expecting her to come down and see what was going on. So, all right, whatever. Sometimes I do one paper, sometimes I do two, just depending. So we're gonna put her back. Looks like she's hungry, even though she should not be. We'll put her back. Come on, girl. Let's go back. There we go. I don't want to pinch any of her scales, but we'll do two on the Argentine because she's very, very, very messy. Just like that, we're done. Check inside, nothing. Her water dish was changed out earlier. Boom. Clean. And now we get her out. Hopefully with no attitude issues. And then we'll put her back. Good to go for another couple of days. And I think this week we get to feed all of the big snakes, which will be exciting. So definitely gonna pass up on the BCI because she is deep in blue. I was looking around, I don't see any messes in here, and I don't want to disrupt her, agitate her, or get her irritated being in that deep of shed. So we'll move on to the albino because she was curious enough to be wanting to get out, and she definitely pooped, which is awesome. So, and then we'll see the ghost, and then we'll just swing around here, and then we'll just hit up these ball pythons really fast. And man, I'm not doing so great on closing the lids, but I mean, the big snakes, the anacondas, the berm, the motley, all those are good. The motley's still in deep shed, which is interesting because she's been in deep shed for like a week and a half. So I don't know why she's not shedding out, but she will soon, and hopefully it's a nice big shed and she's growing, and that's why it's taking so long. Maybe, possibly. So we'll get her out and we'll see what happens. All right, we'll take the albino out now. I had to change to the head mount, and we can see that she definitely made a huge mess. So she is looking really, really nice, and I know I talk about her all the time and how I love her colorations. She's 4 years old, and I think she's looking better and better, you know, with age compared to a lot of albinos that I see. So get her cage clean, and I already know what you guys are saying. We don't need to see you scraping poop and laying out paper. So I'll save you guys from that. So I'll just edit in and out so you guys dirty, fresh, just so we can, you know, see some snakes and see all of the snakes and not make this an hour long and super boring. Because when you see one snake cleaning, you've seen them all. So I'll save you guys the pain of watching me clean. All right, man, she looks good. Put her in here. I definitely do need to get a bigger tub for all of them because they are definitely outgrowing what I'm putting them into. So that is my cleaning supplies. All right. There we go. Done. Less than 10 minutes and we have clean cages for our boas, and definitely getting some good size on her. She doesn't look like she's in shed at all. I definitely need to get her a new hide. I ended up giving the BCI 2 hides, her hide actually, because she's been hitting her face up on the glass. So I kind of figured, and then she pushed it up a little bit, but I kind of figured if I gave them 2 hides, maybe it would reduce. I gotta clean her up a little bit. That's probably some poop she went into. I'll do that. Put her in the bath later, but as of right now, she's perfectly fine. All right. Let's see if she made a mess, and if she did or did not, definitely need to fill her water dish up and clean it. Clean it and fill it, and then we'll look at her real fast, because I know she is a favorite to some, and she's actually really good, but sometimes she'll just kind of lunge out a little bit. Not really a strike, but she'll definitely kind of let you know what's going on. So I know she is, like I said, a favorite to a lot of you guys, so definitely like holding her and hanging out with her, since she's trying to get away from me now, but normally she loves to be held. She probably sees, of course, she wants to go up to the very top. Love her tail, love her colors. I really like the speckling all over her. If you guys don't have a ghost, I would highly recommend it. You guys should buy one quickly. Man, she looks good. She probably will fight me this whole way. Putting her back in here. Come on. There we go. Actually, there is no, I can clean the top. There's no poop at all in here. Oh yeah, there it is. All right, so we gotta clean it. All right, easy and done with. Clean, fresh water. And I always feel bad putting them back because they try so hard to hang out with me. And I don't let them. Well, I do let them, just not when I'm cleaning. All right, I don't want to pinch her anywhere down in here. So, onward to more snakes. Oh man, this room is a mess. I gotta spend all day tomorrow cleaning it. Well, there we go. There's one of the sheds. And this is going to take a little bit of time to clean her out. Looks like she had a little bit of trouble shedding. I'll get her out anyways to make sure that she got all the eye caps off. Nothing going on with missing or stuck sheds anywhere on her body. So this is the Suriname. And man, she is awesome looking. So far it looks like, yeah, eye caps are off. I don't see any stuck shed on her, so we're good to go. She's gorgeous. Definitely getting bigger and bigger. I think I'm going to switch her up. I don't know if I should switch her to mediums yet. I think I'm just going to keep her on smalls I think I'm feeding her every 10 to 14 days. Really nice iridescence on her. Again, I love her tail. There it is. That red line right there. I think that's awesome. So we'll clean her out and we'll be back. Oh yeah. Poop and ripped shed everywhere. All right, nice and clean. Man, she looks good. I am happy to have her in the collection. I don't want to trip over that and kill myself. But I gotta put this sticker on her. So the ball pythons, these girls are messier than the actual boas. And, oh, cool. So, yeah, this is the one that's shed out, Mystic Potion. And she looks awesome. So, I'm not seeing yet any patterns on her sides Maybe they come in later in life, but she has extremely blue eyes. And I don't think it's it's not a blue-eyed Lucy. A lot of people said it's blue-eyed Lucy, but it's definitely not. Just because there's a lot of purple hue to it, and then you can see this line right here. So hopefully, that'd be cool if she stayed like this, and would be a little bit different than most mystics, where I see they have the patterns all over the place. But she's getting bigger, which is awesome. She's an excellent eater, and she's definitely not one that I had issues with, but they all dumped their water. So that's her shed. Soaking wet, ruined. I'm not going to dry it out or anything like that. Man, that came out of this little girl. Gross. Y'all want to own snakes? Multiple snakes? This is what you get. Alright, be back. We're back, nice and clean. I got to redo the hides for them because I bought the clear Tupperwares, and I don't think that's really doing very much. But since they all have eaten back to back, I'm not sure if they actually need the hides, but I think I'm going to get them anyways, just in case. So this is the brand new pied, and I got feeding videos of them eating Thursday night, but the video is super choppy, and the GoPro, I don't know if it was my fault or its fault. I didn't get all the snakes eating, but I got some of them, and I still might post it up. I mean, it's like 3 of the snakes actually eating, but she is very well mannered, and she is chunky. So she slammed a rat pup, which I did not get on camera, because she ate it through the nights. But she is definitely well fed, and we'll clean all that out. So I don't have holes poked into the tops of these, only because I really want the humidity to stay pretty high for them, because I know they can be very finicky once the humidity drops too low. But I'm also keeping an eye on how much water I'm putting in the bowls, because I don't want condensation on the sides here. So if I'm seeing condensation build up on any of these, I pretty much know that it's way too much humidity. So there's a black spot. It's not mites, but there's a black spot right there, and I don't know if she might get some spots starting to come out. I have heard that pieds can be a lot, the high whites can get really spotty sometimes. That might happen, it might not happen, but she looks good. I like her. I like how she's that high white. So these ball pythons are extremely easy to clean up. Well, obviously because they're in itty bitty tubs. So man, this girl destroyed her cage. So she shed, ruined, but it's all right. She's soaking in water, which is not what I want. But we'll clean it out, we'll dry it out, and we'll get her to where she should be. But again, she's a monster eater as well, and she's looking really nice. I love how the dots are bright. They almost look like an orange, but man, her colors are awesome. And I do believe the albinos stay pretty bright as they get into the adults, which is awesome. So we'll just clean her out. I got to take this into the sink because that's gross. All right, nice and clean. And of course, she's going to mess everything up in about 2 seconds. So it doesn't matter how pretty the newspaper or the paper towels work. And I'm really liking the paper towels because it's, I'm assuming it's keeping the, the correct humidity and stuff like that, because shockingly, they all ate. Wow. I didn't know he was in shed. I knew she was in blue, and she still ate, but I didn't know he was in shed. And that's awesome. Both of them shed out. Perfect. We'll take a look at him. And See, he doesn't have the bright orange dots along the top. I do like that band though right there. That's kind of cool. Eye caps are off. No stuck shed anywhere, so it's perfect. Well, there's a little bit of brightness. Whoa, 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 whoa. The head is, look at the bright markings on that. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna take a picture of that. All right, clean, clean, clean. I'm running out of room over here. So obviously I buy lots of paper towels. And again, I've had no issues with using this antibacterial cleaner. But you know, if I see them acting weird or something, then I'll stop using it, of course. But we don't need you falling off of the stack of snakes. All right. Perfect. And full water, which you already had, nice and clean. Goodbye. So the anacondas I clean out almost daily, so we don't need to go through that. They almost poop, or they basically poop in their water every single time. So we can just take a look at them real quick. I'm not sure if we can kind of see Mountain Dew right here. She needs to eat. That'll be the next video. Pop-Tart is putting on some size, like for real. And she could definitely eat soon. I'm on her for 2 weeks. I don't know. I don't know if I should push it down to 10, keep it at 2. But I don't think she's looking fat in any way, which is definitely good. We'll swing around. We will look at the other pied that I have, and she is, oh, I guess I got two. And for some reason, this one hasn't eaten yet since I bought him. And it's been like a month. And I don't know why. I've tried live. I tried frozen thawed. I tried leaving the frozen thawed in the cage with him. And no dice. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the construction paper that I'm using for the bedding. I might just wrap it all the way around to completely black out his cage. Because I don't know why he's not eating. He obviously eats because he's big. But, oh man, she made this one disgusting. So, I'm actually kind of surprised that none of these girls are, and well, 2 guys, aren't trying to light me up when I'm going in here. Ugh. Gross. The smell is horrible. Can't wait for the Burmese and the anacondas to have a couple pounds of poop. Let's get all this out of here. Clean, clean, clean. Well, lay some new in. Now we need to get her some water. I'll do that later. So we'll just take a look at him, and I rarely am even taking him out. So he doesn't use the hide. He's only peed. He hasn't pooped. He does hiss at me a little bit. You can hear that. He hisses. He doesn't strike. But he obviously eats because, I mean, look at the size of him. So I'm not sure if it's just a new area. He came out of a rack. So maybe the openness is messing things up with him, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the Motley. The Motley, as I said, she's still in deep, deep blue, and I've been spot cleaning her. I didn't feed her the last time because she was going into shed, so she shouldn't have made any messes. You know, shouldn't have. So where's my, here it is. So I know a lot of you guys wanted to see more of the Burmese, which I did a full video on her a couple days ago, before the weekend, I do believe. And she's definitely getting big, so she's definitely getting attitude sometimes. But man, she looks good. So here she is. Her cage is clean. I threw the paper in there, you know, no problem. I'll probably get some bedding or some actual wood chips like I did earlier, because it just looks nicer, and she did like to burrow. So I think I'm just going to go buy a couple bags and throw that in there. But she looks good, and so far she's, you know, we're bonding pretty well. So I'm taking her out a lot more than normal because I really want her to, oh, this is one reason why the chips suck. There we go. So when she gets bigger and stuff, I don't have any real problems with attitudes with her. So king snake, you know, she's on wood. I'll spot clean hers. Some poop right there. Water. She looks good. No sheds out of her. Kind of a bummer. I like seeing her grow. Slow grow, but you know, growth nonetheless. So here's the Guyana. Man, she looks awesome. So she did shed out last week, I think, maybe the week before, but she looks really good. I don't know why there's white stuff on her, but she is beauty. Look at that tail on her. Man, blood red, salmony sides, salmon color sides, pinkish. Cannot wait until she's 6, 7, 8, 9 feet. But good on her for, of course, she just wants to hang out, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Here we go. Perfect. Now I'm just gonna just throw this out the window, clean it, and we're done. Well, with her at least. Man, all right. So the humidity in this box is ridiculous because we can see the bedding is soaked. There's condensation all over the place, but I really don't mind it with the boas because they do live in the jungles in, you know, South America, and it is humid, like way more humid than Florida. And so I really don't mind if they have higher humidity. I haven't noticed any issues with respiratory problems, feeding issues, or health issues with any of the boas that I have. Because sometimes their stuff, I mean, it doesn't get the condensation, but it is very humid in there. But, you know, once I notice that they're starting to have an issue, I'll swap them out. And I could poke more holes in the sides. But so far, no problems. And man, she is, she looks good. Really good. I'm very glad I picked her up. So this is the Jungle Pastel Hypo. And sometimes her colors are like bright. And then sometimes they kind of dull out. But she's kind of like right in the mix right now because we can see a lot of the pink down in here. And then her tail is very reddish, I guess, pink. A little bit of orange on her too. And then I really like how it's got the black outlines on the bands, which is totally awesome. So I don't know if she's going into shed or not because I don't know. She looks kind of hazy. I don't know. We'll see. But not much to do in here. Spot clean. I don't see any poop. And her water is a little dirty, so I might just leave it for another day. But I'm okay with that. I'm fine with how she is. Yikes. And of course, she's not going to be in this tub forever because I'm going to be building... I didn't build those. I built these. That's why they look crappy. But I'm going to be building more for the boas because obviously I don't want them to be stuck in smaller cages. And I do like the displayedness of them. I know rack systems are a lot easier. The pull-out drawers, you can fit more in them. And it's just easier. but I like the display. All right. Oh man. Oof, that was a tight fit. So her cage is good. Well, there's a little bit of mess, but it's nothing too serious. I could wait another day with her, or him. Sorry, him. And he is getting large. Like I didn't know males really got very big, but I've really never been around that many ball pythons. It's kind of a little chunko right here. I like how it's the, it has one of the markings down the back and then a couple black spots on them. But just your normal pied, no big deal. And, got to get the pieds in the collection because those are my favorite. Can't go wrong with the single gene, which I guess the pieds are a single gene. And then the multiple genes added to them, which I think are incredible. I like the bananas too. Yeah, I like the bananas. Banana pieds, regular banana, whatever. One last snake. And pull. All right, that is, yep, that's a mess. So she was in blue last week. She should be shedding out here any day now, and that is disgusting. So we'll be back. All right, that looks 1,000 times better, and she's a big girl too. She's definitely a breeding weight. It's just a regular pastel. I got her at PetSmart, so if there's any other genes in her, I would have absolutely no idea unless I bred her out. But I don't think there would be anything special in her. But again, I have no idea. And I don't even know what Morse looked good with a pastel if I even wanted to breed something with her. I have no idea. Because I'd have to look at Morph Market and look at all the different pastels. But, so, I try my best to make all these cages clean before I go on camera and make every single video. And, on this one, you guys get to see the dirty side of owning snakes and multiple snakes. And it's very, very difficult to keep every single cage clean every single day just because they're all on different feeding schedules. And they poop almost every single day of the week, and some of them poop multiple times. So I'm in here basically every day after work, cleaning up and, doing the basic maintenance on them. But hey, you guys get to, like I said, get to see the dirty work, and hopefully you guys didn't mind. Well, I know you guys really don't want to see the cleaning or the messes, but you guys got to see the snakes, and I think that's really what you guys, obviously that's what you guys come for and what you guys wanted to see other than the cleaning, but that's just what I do on the maintenance, just quick. Sometimes it happens per snake one time or 2 times a week, but the anacondas, they definitely, that's almost a daily cleaning with the anacondas. So if you want to get an anaconda, you got to clean them a lot more than any other snake. So that's it, guys. I'm sure this has gone on far enough, but hopefully you guys have an awesome day, awesome night whenever you guys are watching this. And again, I really appreciate your guys' support here on Instagram, on Patreon, on all this other platforms. Like, I would not be making videos if I didn't have the awesome support that you guys are giving me. And it's tough getting a lot of hate, but it's you guys that bring the positive vibes onto the channel that definitely keep it going. So I appreciate that. She's definitely looking to take a stroll. So I might let her wander a bit off camera. And like I said, I hope you guys have an awesome day. I'll see you guys on the next video.